Well, moving along with some music news.
All right.
Did you happen to see the video footage of Rob Halford kicking a cell phone out of a fan's hand?
I saw that.
Godsmack, Slipknot, and Iron Maiden have all said that they've gotten frustrated with concert goers constantly filming concerts instead of just enjoying the moment. But Rob Halford too. Took the matter. That was misspell here. Rob Halford took the matters into his own hands last week at a show in Illinois. A fan had been filming the Judas Priest while on stage using his cell phone highlights. Halford had enough of the light distracting it. I guess this guy was using the camera light on it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it kept distracting him from his performance, and he punted the fan's phone straight into the air.
Mm-hmm.
Fan footage of the incident shows Halford's career as a soccer player has potential.
Well, I hope he feels good about kicking it, because I guarantee you that he's going to end up getting sued over it.
Yeah.
I guarantee you he will be sued over it.
So, I guess it was because there were other people using their cell phones up front there, but I guess this guy had his camera light on.
Yeah. The question comes down to this, and it's really a twofold question. As far as the asshole that had his light on, his thing on, I do agree that is fucking... That's poor. You gotta fucking do that. But it's security's job to turn that fucker off, not Rob's. And now Rob's gonna end up getting sued over it. Guaranteed, he's gonna get sued for $5-10 grand for embarrassment and fucking a broken phone, $1,000 broken phone, and blah blah blah, damages and all the bullshit that comes with that. So that was a dumb move on Halford's part. He should have sent security to fucking tell the guy to turn the phone off.
Well, it'd be just like Axl Rose. Hey, get that from him.
Yeah.
Get that from him.
Mm-hmm. But the bigger question, why didn't Rob just say, hey, dude, turn your fucking phone light off?
Yeah.
And then if he didn't, then security takes him out. Because I saw the Priest put out a thing on Twitter or something today saying, we want everybody to film us, but this was interfering with it. Shut up. Don't be trying to protect yourself after the fact. Rob did something stupid, so he's going to end up paying for it.
Right.
The big problem, and I, it's annoying when people film all the time, and I film too. I'm not going to lie and say that I don't. I'll be filming tomorrow, thank you, but I won't be filming the whole show. I'll film like 30 seconds here or there, and that's it. The real problem is if you don't want phones at your show, you just have to set that as the precedent. You have to set that at the venues. We'll tell people no phones, and that's that. And if you do sneak your phone in, then it'll get confiscated. The bands can absolutely say no phones at the shows.
They have that system now where they put it in those little bags now.
Mm-hmm. Well, they could just not let you in with it. Take it back to your car.
Right.
They could, but they're if you let the phones in, you got to deal with whatever comes with it. Sorry. How about you learn the words, Rob? It's been fucking 40 years. It's not like he was singing some new song. I think he was singing Metal Gods. Why does he need a teleprompter?
You never know.
Yeah, I like Rob. I mean, we like Rob.
Oh, of course.
It's not that we have anything against him, but that was a dumb move on his part, I thought. And he's going to get sued over it, which is just fucking laughable that he's going to end up paying this fucking guy $10,000 for kicking his phone. It'll be like attempted assault. It'll be all kinds of different bullshit.
Of course.
It's going to be. So, whatever. I did see the video, though, man. He really fucking booted it hard.
He did. Walked up there and gave it a good kick.
Right.
All right, moving along. Sir Elton John has criticized a Russian film company's decision to cut the gay sex scenes from his new biopic, Rocketman.
I didn't see this.
The local film distributor told the news agency it cut scenes from the film to comply with Russian laws.
Okay.
Sorry, Elton. not every country believes that gay sex is okay.
Right.
It's just how it goes.
Yeah.
Whether you agree with it or not, it's neither here nor there. Just because you believe that that's your right, et cetera, doesn't mean every country sees it the same way.
Right.
Just how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
The British singer and the makers of Rocketman issued a statement saying that they rejected the censorship in the strongest possible terms. What does that mean? We rejected in the strongest possible terms.
I guess it means that you should be able to pull your asshole wide open and take a cock in it and be seen in Russia.
Yeah, but my point is what does that even mean? What does a statement like that even mean?
It means that you pounded the desk when you said it.
I guess. So how does this affect the fact that Russia decided to not show that part?
Look, strongest terms.
Whatever. I think that's more to placate the other gays.
Of course it is.
That's all it is. Do you care?
I could give two shits.
That's my point. Nobody cares.
In fact, I don't even want to see the two shits that he wants on the guy's dick.
Exactly.
No, I don't want to see that.
Sir Elton John has previously spoken out against Russia's laws banning gay propaganda.
Yeah, pal.
In a statement shared on his Twitter page.
Oh, good. Well, at least he went to a valuable source.
At least he went to Twitter.
Yeah, thank God it wasn't Facebook.
Yeah. He described the censorship of Rocketman as a sad reflection of the divided world we live in and how it can still be so cruelly unaccepted of love between two people.
Yeah. Love.
The thing is, I'm sorry to tell you, if you're gay, God bless you. But
right.
Not everyone wants to know about you sticking your dick in another guy's ass. I'm just
right.
sorry. That's just how it goes.
Right.
Not everyone wants to know about that. Sorry.
Yep. Well, dude, you're just being a bigot.
No, I'm just saying not everybody wants to know about it. I don't want to know about it.
You're being a bigot.
No.
You should open yourself to the love that he's showing. Maybe you would enjoy it.
Yeah, I don't need to know about man on man love.
Maybe if you would embrace his man on man love, maybe you'd be able to embrace your inner faggot.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
That's what he's saying.
Okay.
Embrace your inner fag.
Yeah.
Come on, Neely. You can't embrace a little dick every now and again?
The thing is I gave this some thought, after reading this a little bit.
Yeah.
And the thing is I'm in the business world, you're in the business world.
Yeah.
You and I in the social world, not so much.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm doing business,
mm-hmm.
business, just, hey, I want to buy this product, I need to make this contract. Mm-hmm. Why do I need to know that this guy takes a dick in the ass?
Yeah, well, you don't only need to know it, you need to embrace it.
Why? Why do I need to know that? He's just a guy doing business. As far as I'm concerned, I don't care what his proclivities are. I don't need to know about it.
Please, how in the world can you relate to this person to sell him a container if you don't know what he's taking in his inner container?
So that's the part I never understood. It's just like, why do I need to know?
Dude, if the guy's talking to you, don't you want to know that spittle coming out of his mouth is from, jizz from another man's cock?
No, I don't need to know that.
You don't want to know?
Your money is just as green as the guy who doesn't suck a cock. I don't care.
He's just trying to show the world his love.
Yeah.
You are a bigot, Neely. You will not embrace everybody's right to get stuck in the ass and be appreciated.
You can do that all you want. I don't give a shit.
You missed the other part of my statement, sir. You're accepting only part of my statement.
Oh, I gotcha.
It's you have to embrace not only the sticking in the ass, but you have to be appreciative of it.
Oh, I don't need to. I just need to know. Can you do legitimate business with me? I don't need to know what you do, on the weekends or after hours. I don't need to know that.
You do need to know that, dude. You have to know that. Otherwise, you'll be unable to sell to certain groups of people.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just don't like people who use their special circumstances to define them.
Dude, it's What else could define him? His music, his talent? No. It's where he puts his dick.
Right, I guess so.
That you always miss that point, Neely.
I guess I'm just not seeing it correctly. I'm glad there's Sir Elton John to set me straight here.
Oh, that's why he's a sir.
I guess.
He's not only a sir, he's also fucking a sir.
Right. We believe in building bridges and open dialogue, and will continue to push
gerbils in their ass.
I was gonna say push in your stool, but for the breaking down of barriers until all people are heard equally across the world.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we heard.
Yeah, that's gonna. You know what? I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see when Sir Elton John has convinced the Muslim Islamic population of this.
Yeah, when they stop throwing people off the building for being gay. I want you to go over there and tell set them straight.
Why don't you go over to Afghanistan and have a town hall on a rooftop? See if you don't end up taking a flight. Dumbbell.
We have seen all of this before. The same discussions I wish these people would learn to write. The same discussions were had around Bohemian Rhapsody, which was released last year. The film was accused of employing straight washing and queer erasure.
Yeah.
For international marketability. Well, I got news for you.
Yeah.
From what I understand, the gay population in the world makes up less than 3% or less?
Something like that.
Yeah. So international marketability, that means you need to market this to 97, 98% of the world.
Nope. You play to the minority.
That's I guess you do.
Money. That's how you make the big bucks. You by play to the smallest minority possible.
Okay.
Come on, dude. Business. You don't know that rule?
No, I wasn't aware. As Rami Malek's Freddie Mercury portrayal was not out and proud about his sexuality. Well, I don't think Freddie Mercury was out and proud about his sexuality either, was he?
No, he waited until he was days before he was dead.
No, the day before he died.
Yeah, before he.
I mean, he didn't go out there preaching or beating a drum about gay rights.
No, he said these lesions, they're killing me. Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, people had their suspicions, obviously, and his flamboyant, characteristics. I mean, but he didn't go out there preaching the fact that, oh, by the way, I'm gay and I believe in gay rights and all this. He never did that. He wasn't some proponent of that.
No, not at all. Well, he wasn't Sir Elton.
I guess. It also happened with Disney's Beauty and the Beast, which almost had a gay moment removed for release in certain markets. Even Eurovision has dragged into the discussion last year when Chinese broadcasters censored LGBT elements of the competition. I don't know. These people just don't write well. LGBT censorship is happening all over. That's because most people don't embrace that lifestyle. Sorry.
You know what it is, dude? I think you're partially right. I don't know that it's an embrace thing. I think it's just most people don't care. But like me personally, I guess I'm pro-gay. I'm fine if people
what's different between being not caring and not embracing?
I think you still look at it as a disgusting act.
No, I when I say not embracing, I mean people in general they don't celebrate you being gay. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a part of you that is disgusted by it.
Well, it's a lifestyle that if you want to practice that, I don't care. I'm in the I don't care thing. Is it for me? No. Yeah. Do I want to know about your proclivity? No.
But would you get annoyed if a gay guy came up on you?
And proposition me?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
See, and I wouldn't.
I would. In fact, I'll tell you a story.
Go ahead.
I'll tell you a good story.
All right.
Back when I was driving a truck, I went up to a warehouse. I was up in Bangor, Maine, interestingly enough, Bangor. And I was at this warehouse. I pulled into this warehouse to make a delivery. And they had 4 truck docks, and all four docks were full.
Yeah.
So I had to pull up and sit there and wait. And this guy just comes up out of nowhere, and he goes, hey, are you here to make a delivery? And I go, yeah. I see all the truck docks are full. And he goes, can I see your paperwork? And I go, yeah, sure. So I thought he, I just assumed he worked there.
Yeah, okay.
And so I showed him my paperwork. He goes, yeah, you're at the right dock. He says, as soon as one of those trucks pull out, go ahead and pull in.
Okay.
And then he walked away. So I didn't think anything of it, right?
Right.
So a truck pulled out. As soon as they pulled out of there, I backed in and went in, gave the doc my paperwork, went back out to the truck because it was a live unload. So I was sitting there, and I remember this clearly like it happened yesterday.
Right.
So I'm sitting there, and because it was in the fall, and I don't know if you've ever been up in the upper Northeast in the fall, but, it's a really scenic view up there with the leaves changing and everything.
Okay.
It was like October.
Right.
And so I'm just sitting there, and this was back, before email, back before cell phones. This was back when you would send postcards and shit like that.
Sure.
So when I was out on the road, I would stop at various places along the way, and I would pick up a couple of postcards and send them out to a couple of people that I knew, friends. Hey, I'm in Bangor, Maine today, or I stopped in wherever it was I was, and I'd drop off a postcard in the mail.
Right.
So I'm just sitting there in my truck, and I'm just writing out a couple quick postcards to a couple friends and stuff. Right. So the same guy comes walking back up, and he goes, hey, it's going to be a while until they get you unloaded. And I said, okay, cool. And he goes, did you, if you want to get out and take a walk or something, there's like some railroad tracks back there by the woods. And I was just like, oh, okay. I said, well, I got plenty of stuff to do here. Cool. And I just was, what about my business, right? And so he's just kind of standing there, just kind of standing there, stammering around and stuff. And he goes, so you want to take a walk? And I said, what? And he goes, yeah, if you go back along the railroad track, you might see some deer or something back there. Oh, and I said, I've seen plenty of deer, dude. I drive all over the country. I see plenty of deer. And then he's just standing there. And he goes, so are you interested in anything? And I go, what are you talking about? He goes, so would you like a blowjob? So I always kept a crowbar down along by my seat.
Right.
And so I reached down, grabbed that crowbar. I said, dude, if you don't get the fuck out of here, I said, I'm going to bash your head in with this. And off he went. He was gone in a second.
You fucking attracted a fag hag.
Well, the thing is he was out there propositioning every driver.
He just wanted to suck some cock.
I guess. And so, they got me unloaded, and I went in the warehouse to get my bill of lading signed. And I was talking to like the supervisor, whatever the fuck he was, and I said, hey, there's a guy out there. And I explained to him who he was and what he said and stuff. And he goes, yeah, we kind of heard about him. He works in the warehouse across the driveway there. He goes, he probably ought to just be minding his business and doing his job instead out there proposition looking to suck some cock or something, But, just the instantaneous seeing red.
Right.
I mean, it was just like, dude, I am going to beat you to an inch of your life with this crowbar if you don't get the fuck out of my sight.
And you would be that same way if it happened today too, right?
I don't even know if I would be that, but that was, that was 25 years ago, 26 years ago.
Well, 25 years ago, it was okay to take a crowbar to somebody trying to suck your dick.
Yeah.
What do you think you'd be now? Same scenario.
It's just like, I think I would be a little more inquisitive, more like, why would you think I'd want that from you?
Yeah. I mean, you would be, but you would still be.
I would be put off by it, but I think I would do it if a guy came up and made a proposition.
Yeah.
I would probably use more of my wits and try to embarrass the guy.
Right.
Shame him for doing that.
Yeah. But would you be okay, now I know I'm digging on this.
It doesn't matter. Go ahead.
But would you be shaming him because he was trying to have gay sex, or would you be shaming him because he's trying to be publicly lewd?
I would have to probably say that I'd have to figure out why do you think you could approach me like that? Just out of the blue like that. You don't know me, I don't know you, and you're coming up and you're trying to initiate gay sex with me. Why are you doing that?
Would both pieces of it annoy you though?
It would be annoying. I would agree, but it's not to the point to where I'd want to take him out and drag him behind my truck.
Right. See, I think that is, you are a little more of what the LGBTQ, LBCBTF people are against.
Well, and I get that, but the thing is I don't go up propositioning gay people either.
And to be fair, you really don't do it to straight chicks either.
I don't either, no.
And that's the whole thing, is the gay lifestyle.
Yeah.
And I don't like to blanket statement anybody, but I'm going to make sort of a blanket statement here.
Okay.
People that live that gay lifestyle today, that is kind of the approach, is much more outward, much more outward than even straight people are when they're. The gay lifestyle reminds me of about midnight at a bar. When gay guy's gaydar goes off that there's another gay guy whose cock they want to see is here. It's the same as we are at like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, when we got a head full of booze and we really want to get laid now.
Right.
You know how that goes. Midnight, 1 o'clock, you start hearing some really fucking raw stuff thrown at these chicks.
Sure.
Because people are tired of trying to, oh, what's your name? Where do you work? And it's like, if I spend $200 on you, will you suck my dick? That's when it gets to it, like 2 a.m. And the gay lifestyle kind of always is on. It's always on 10. At least it seems like it's always on 10. And that is what the people that are advocates for gay lifestyle want the rest of the world to embrace.
Well, see, that the whole thing is in the element that people are put off by is that when people are that straightforward about it and come up to you and proposition you, or they want to kind of like flaunt it in your face.
Right.
They look at that as being a very deviant lifestyle.
Right.
You're a sexual deviant.
Right.
Like the guy walking up to me at a truck dock while I'm sitting there filling out my logbook and, writing out a few postcards and doing business.
Right.
That guy's a sexual deviant.
Right.
And it's not because he's gay. It's just because he's a deviant. It's like, why are you propositioning men who are at work doing their job?
Right. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense at all.
So I think a lot of people, whether you're pro or anti-gay or whatever your viewpoint is, I think people get put off by the deviance of the whole lifestyle.
Yeah. No, I agree. I do agree. And it is so outward. It's like, all right, keep it to yourself. If you wanna do something, go ahead. But once you're told no, that's it. Kind of move on. The same as like with a chick.
Yeah.
Once a chick says not interested, or take your drink back, or whatever the fuck they do, then you're like, onward you go.
Right.
And that is one thing you really don't see a lot in the gay community, is that they don't take a lot of no's. It doesn't seem like that is taken very much.
Yeah, well, here's, and I'm going to use this as a example because it was a very well-known person. Mm-hmm. Do you remember when George Michael got caught in public bathrooms?
Oh yeah.
It's dude, you're a multi-million-dollar, worldwide renowned rock star or music performer.
Right.
Why are you in a LA bathroom looking to suck some strange cock? Why are you doing that?
Yeah.
Isn't that a deviance? Isn't that being a sexual deviant?
Mm-hmm. Well, it is.
So is it because he's gay or because he's like a sexual deviant?
Right.
Hanging out in bathroom stalls looking to suck a dick.
Yeah, right.
That's not quote unquote normal behavior.
No, it's definitely not.
I mean, is that any different? And this is something you never hear about because it probably never happens. If it does, it's very rare. You don't ever hear of a chick being in a woman's bathroom offering to eat some other girl's box.
No, you really don't.
Do you?
No, not at all. At least I haven't heard of that.
Well, why is that then?
I don't know. Chicks are not as fucking deviant as guys.
There you go. That's my point.
Yeah, of course.
I'll eat your pussy.
Mm.
You never hear that.
Right.
So I think that's the whole thing. It's a turnoff.
Yeah.
It's not because you're gay or that's your lifestyle or whatever. It's because it's the deviance element that probably is the big, turnoff to it.
Right. Yeah. No, you're probably right.
All right, getting back to this, Elton John has long been a very gay icon and is easily one of the world's most well-known activists. Ultimately, this is a film about his life, and people know who he is and what he stands for, even with some of the most revealing gay scenes being removed from the movie. For many people, his story being told globally in a biopic form will still be seen as groundbreaking.
Oh, yeah.
Rocketman tells the story of the popular musician's rise to fame. It includes a male sex scene and photograph in the closing credit of Sir Elton John, 72, and his real-life husband.
Lovely.
After watching a film during an early screening in Moscow, local journalists and critics reported that an estimated 5 minutes had been removed.
5 minutes of the movie?
Yeah, the movie.
Mm.
Film critic Anton Dolan wrote on Facebook in Russia that all scenes with kissing, sex, and oral sex between men have been cut out. Yeah, well, that's good, because I'll never watch it if I knew that was still in there. It's like, I don't want to watch that. I don't want to see it.
What the fuck, Phil? Jesus Christ.
What is Phil? Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Yeah. The nastiest part is that the final caption has been removed from the finale. He added referencing the tribute to Sir Elton John's husband. Another journalist who attended the screening said scenes depicting drug use had also been removed. How come he's not making a big deal about that?
I don't know.
I advocate drug use, and they took all my drug use footage out of there.
Yeah, pal.
You notice what the priority is? It's just like, well, the drug use footage was not a big deal, but they took out the scene of me sucking a cock. What difference does that make?
I don't know.
It's still a censored part of the film, is it not?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so why don't you make a big deal about that?
Because it doesn't play to the agenda.
Oh, I see. There's an agenda with this. I gotcha.
You said the magic word, the word with the weird spelling, LGBTQIA.
Oh, I see. It's not about censorship. It's about specific things.
Yeah. It's not about censoring.
I gotcha. A spokesman for the local film distributor confirmed that it had altered the film. They had to comply with Russian laws. Yeah, well, that's the law of the land. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Russia should have said, you know what? Fuck you, Elton. Keep your goddamn movie.
Yeah, we're not going to show it here at all. How about that?
Yeah, keep it. We don't need to fucking have Rocketman. For God's sakes, people have only been allowed to listen to your music for about 8 years now. You know, they weren't allowed to listen to his music in 1972, were they?
I don't think so.
So they have no need to know this knowledge.
Yeah.
You sucking cock in your fucking house or whatever.
You know perfectly well that numerous Western and Russian films are related to the problem of drug use. It would be wrong to say that we are engaging in any form of censorship, she said.
Yeah. Well, even what I want to know is, how does the banning of this sex scene in the Rocketman for Russia, how does that relate to Mueller and the investigation?
I don't know the answer.
It's got to be there somewhere.
I'm sure Trump is somehow responsible for this.
Sure he is, and it's Russia too. So
Russia.
It must be Trump's fault.
It has to be. However, she added that the films are expected to comply with Russian laws on pedophilia, ethnic and religious hatred, and pornography.
Yeah, pal.
Speaking to the BBC in 2015, Sir Elton John criticized Russia's Vladimir Putin's ridiculous attitudes toward gay rights. Well, you don't dictate other countries' policies. I'm sorry.
Yeah, just because their leader doesn't want their men sucking other men's dicks doesn't mean you get to have a say, Sir Elton.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
He said he wanted to meet with Putin to discuss the issue and then suck his cock.
Wow, that's a hell of a gesture.
Yeah. I'll show you it's not so bad. If you close your eyes, you'll think it's a woman.
Why do I think you made that up?
I did make that up.
Oh.
I call that poetic license.
Nice.
These people with their issues, man.
I know.
I just hate people who are advocates.
Love my behavior, no matter what it is.
Yeah. Not everybody agrees with you. Sorry.
Somehow I think if he tried to tell Putin what to do, he might not make it out of Russia.
Yeah. People in their activism all the time.
Yeah, he might find himself on 0 hour 9 a.m. again. He'll be rocketing out of the fucking country.
Exactly. All right, one last musical related story here.
Okay.
Just weeks after undergoing surgery for both knees, Slipknot and what?
Fucking A, Phil. Neely in the face.
Right.
Phil is on fire.
I know. For a guy who claimed that he was in bad physical condition, he can't seem to stay away from the CMS chat room.
He's mentally sharp.
He is. He's back in full force again. Just weeks after undergoing surgery for both knees, Slipknot and Stone Sour frontman Corey Taylor has suffered another unfortunate injury. The masked metaler took to Twitter yesterday to tell his 579,000 followers he blew out his left testicle while practicing vocals for Slipknot's upcoming European tour, which kicks off at Rockfest in Finland next week. He wrote, "I was working on my 87 Dokken high notes this morning, fucked around, and I blew out my left testicle. Be careful on re-entry, kids." Then Corey added the hashtags Kiss of Death and Piss and Blood. When one user joked about Corey now being able to sing Slipknot's brutal 1999 anthem Surfacing in soprano, Corey quipped, "I can do the guitar intro falsetto." Another wrote, "If you pee blood while screaming Dokken, I think you become the new king of metal. There would be a ceremony and everything."
Wow.
Corey responded, "They'd have to forgive me for not standing during the ceremony."
All right, you do realize this is all bullshit, right?
Of course.
I do love that the news media, that the rock media treated this like it was a real story, though.
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious.
It is.
That's the kind of stupid shit people say on Twitter.
Yeah, he's trolling.
Yeah, he's just trolling, and then people fell for it. Too funny.
Hopefully Corey fully recovers and his voice goes down a couple of octaves in time for the Slipknot headlight appearance at the Download Festival on Saturday, the 15th of June. Slipknot appears on Blockbuster Download Festival lineup that boasts Def Leppard, Whitesnake, Slash featuring Miles Kennedy and the Conspirators, Rob Zombie, Hailstorm, Slayer, and many more. Well, that's not a bad lineup.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah. Update. Dokken have now responded to the testicle incident, with Don sending his sympathies to Corey.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not a Slipknot guy, are you?
I do not care for Slipknot at all.
I love them. Love them.
I just don't get the whole thing. I don't. I've tried to listen to them, but it just doesn't resonate with me.
They're, I don't even know what. It's funny when people say that they're not metal. They're definitely metal. I don't know, what category of metal, but you can't have something that heavy and have it not be metal, could you?
I don't imagine. I mean, they fit into what obviously I call them the new metal. They're into that new metal vein, but it's not my type of thing. I mean, I know they have an audience, they have fans, and they obviously been around quite a while.
Yep. Here's one of them fans right here. Anything they do, I can't wait to get. And not like the two new songs.
Yeah. But for me, I've tried to see what was about it, but it just doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, it's too modern for you. Like you might like Stone Sour a little better because it's a little more traditional. I mean, Slipknot has all them different kinds of drumming and multiple drummers in songs and stuff. It's a little too busy for you. You like more traditional.
Yeah, rock. I like more straight ahead rock. Yeah,
4/4 time. That type of stuff. And they're definitely an oddball band, but I love them. They're not rap metal. Shut up, Rock and Roll Cola. They're definitely not rap metal. Rap metal? Come on. No, I like them, but whatever. You don't have to like them, and I don't have to hate them.
Yeah, true. All right, well, let's play a couple of tunes, and we'll come back and do some more stuff. So here's to Corey Taylor, and hope that his left nut gets better. So here's some Dokken with The Kiss of Death, exclusively here
on your Classic Metal Show.
Hi, this is Don Dokken. You're tuned into the Classic Metal Show, the hardest rockin' show on the dial. Keep rockin' with Dokken.